Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and welcome to Thursday Journal Day, or working on journals, or whatever. I haven't decided what I'm going to call Thursday. Journal Thursday? That sounds good. Journal Thursday. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use a piece of an Amazon packaging. Now this is just the bags that you get your Amazon product in. As you can see, it's got a little bit of foam in there. I think they really think that foam is going to protect something. It's just got a little squirt here and there. But anyway, I accidentally tore it right there. If you can keep from tearing it open, your foam will stay intact really well. And I've just cut it down to size. And I'm going to work with a paper today that I have been wanting to work with for a while, ever since she sent it to me. And this is from Crafty Kitty, and I'll link her Etsy store below. She sent it to me last year, and I couldn't come up with a cover that would work with it because it's got a lot of purples and blues in it. So I finally got some fabric in today that I thought, this looks like it'd be pretty good. So we are going to work with this kit, and I'll show you the pages in a minute. Like I said, I've just cut that down to size. This is the paper that I got in. Now look at this together. I thought that looked really good together. Those purples and light, it's light and dark purple, and there's some green, and there's some light pink. So I thought it would go really well with this kit. So I'm going to use a piece of this. And then I have got just some, this is just like a canvas, light canvas for the inside. Now, this came from Amazon, and I'll link it below. I just got a big fat quarter, and it had this in there. I wanted some that had the Eiffel Tower on it, so mainly picked it out for one particular one, but the other ones are very pretty too. So I've got this cut at 12.5 by 9.5. 12.5 by 9.5 is what size I cut this. Now my background piece, or my inside piece, is a little bit bigger, and I did that on purpose because I want to leave these little edges. See those little frayed edges? I want to leave those around the outside of this. So we are going to do that. Now I have kind of lightly ironed, because this had a big bubble in it, so I lightly ironed it just a little bit, not much. Now this is how I make my journals that have just the paper inside. You might have a different way to make them, or you might have seen them made a different way on other channels. That's okay. I don't think there's a right and a wrong. It's just whatever you come up with. I don't put glue all the way out to the edge because I do stitch mine. If you're not going to stitch it, then make sure, by all means, make sure that you put glue all the way out to the edge. Alright, let's see. I just want to make sure that I don't. I'm just going to put this down as close to the center as I can on here. And mine is not cut straight. It doesn't have to be. As long as you get the bulk of it on the inside, you're good. There we go. I'm going to cut that little tip right there off, just because this fabric's kind of curling back in, and I just don't want that tip to show on the outside. So just maneuver it the way that you need to make it work. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing here, and I use my glue stick because so far I've not had a problem with this glue stick not sticking the fabric down. So that's what I use. You can use PVA glue if you want, whatever you have in your arsenal, but this glue stick has worked well for me. So, and this is the only one we carry in stock. Alright, now we want to put this down gently and even it up as best we can. And then we'll press it down. Now I just take my bone folder and I hold one side and I just rub over the other, just so that it sticks a little bit, and then I swap and I do the same thing. I just want it to stick long enough for me to get it stitched. Okay. Cool. I am liking that. Now I cut my little extra threads off because I don't want them to get hung up in my sewing machine, but now I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch it, and then we'll come back and we'll start putting the signature in. Alright, we have that stitched, and pull this out and listen. I love that sound. So I use all of the bags. I don't throw any of my Amazon bags away. Even the ones that are stiffer, I still use them because they make good inserts for your journals. Now this, I think, is going to be a single signature. It's kind of what I cut it for, so I think that's what it's going to be. Isn't that pretty? That's going to be the front cover right there. So let's grab our pages. Now she printed these for me and went ahead and printed on the back, so wasn't that sweet of her? Now these she did print on a heavier paper. I want to say probably 32-pound paper, just from feeling of it. I don't know if that's right or not, but it'll work. It's just I probably won't add as many pages since this is the thicker paper. Let's see. And she's got light and dark ones that are basically the same. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like this one is a dark one of that same thing. I'm not going to include both, but I'm going to prepare them both and see which one I like best. I'm going to lay that one right there. And then this one. Isn't that pretty? If you are a purple girl, this is it. Now, I've got that purple kit that I wanted to do a journal out of. So I've got enough of this fabric left that I can do another purple journal. And I'm going to use my kit in the next one. But I wanted to use hers because she did send it to me a while ago. And I told her I did show it on video, but I didn't at that time have any fabric that I wanted to use for the cover. So hopefully she'll forgive me for not having it already done. Let's see. I think I want. I'm just trying to. I'm picking out some of the bright ones first. Now I'll go back and grab some of the others, like that one. There's just so many pretty ones in here. I don't know how I'm going to choose what I'm going to use and what I'm not. Let's see, that's different, so we'll use that one. Now, it looks like I left a little bit of white on top of that one, so I'm going to trim that off. I tried to trim all of them. They all had a white border around them, but some of them I may have missed. And if I did and they get in the journal, I'll just either put a piece of lace there or something. Always a way to fix it. Let's see, I don't think we have that one. I think there's lots of other ones, but I didn't want to duplicate. Let's see how many I got here. Got one. I just want to make sure I get them the right way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see, I've already got that one, hadn't I? Do I? I think I do. No, maybe not. It's the lighter version of it. Okay, that's 11. Let's do... I think I've got this one in a darker version. I'm not sure. But if I don't, there we go. No, I don't think so. Maybe I don't. Okay. So how many did I say that was? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 of those. And then I'm going to put a couple of... I'm going to put a straw paper in there. I'm going to put one of the handmade papers in there. If I can get a hold of one. And I think I'll open up this pack from Veronica. And I'll link her store below. This one is called Art Nouveau. Oh, isn't that pretty? Let's see, I think I want that one. Veronica, I got to order more. I'm using this like crazy. Okay. That one in there. Now these are a little bit long. So what I'm going to do is fold them. I'll fold that like that. And then this I'll fold back in. Make a side tuck pocket. This one, the same thing. It's a little bit long this way and the other way, but I think we'll be okay that way. Fold it about right there. Fold that back over, and then we'll make a side tuck out of that. Yeah, I need to trim that one off a little bit at the top, so I'm just going to tear it. Alright, that's 15 pages. Trying to decide if I want to put a couple more. I think I will put a 1859 book page. Okay. What is that? 16 pages? I think I'll also put one of these book music pages. Start say book page. Music. Music. Now this again is going to be way too tall, but that's okay. So what we'll do is just we'll turn it up at the bottom, and then we'll just probably trim this outer part off. I think I'll turn it up and let it be a pocket, but this I'm just going to trim off. It's a little bit too fragile to have side tuck pockets with that. I don't know, it may be too fragile to have the pockets at the bottom, but we'll see. So that's 17, and I'll hinge that. That'll make 18. And maybe this one, even though it's not, doesn't have anything on the back, that's okay. I can always put paper on the back of it. Okay. And, okay. I may need to tear that one off a little bit. I'm going to tear it a little bit at the top. I don't want to lose that stamp at the bottom. Alright, so that's 20 pages. I think that will be enough for this little journal. So I'm going to pull out all my little extra pages here. Now we'll see which one we want to start with. I'm going to start with one that's, oh, I like this one. This is going to be the first one right there. Alright. I think I'll put our book page there second. I'll go with this one. Now she printed the same on the inside of all of these, so we'll do some extra embellishing and different things that will brighten some of those plain papers up. Put that there. I'm just going to let that hang down for now. I can fold it. Well, I can't because I can't hold it. There we go. And I'll have to reinforce that because that's a pretty old book page. Let's see, let's put that one there. And then I think maybe that one. That one. Then we'll need to hinge that one. I'm just going to lay it right there for now. And that one. That one. I was going to see which one. I think I want this one to be my center. So we need something to put between these though, I think. Now, I'm just going to put them in. Normally I would put something between all of the pages, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them opposite. Like this. And then put them in there. Let's see. Let's grab this one. Alright, and then this one we're going to fold opposite. And I know that puts the blank pages together, but we'll decorate these up so you don't even know that. You won't even recognize them. Alright, so that is my journal pages. We'll flip through real quick and make sure I didn't put something upside down, because I'm famous about doing that. That is my best talent, putting things upside down. See, we need to hinge that. Okay, that's okay. Before I stitch it in, I'll have to hinge it, but that there. Okay, I feel like I need something between these pages, so let me find something and then I'll add it in here. Let me figure out what I want to add. What I did was I found a couple of those vintage letters that one of you guys sent me. This is 1846, or 44, 1884. I'll get it right in a minute. I put that there, and then I had another one and I put it here, and I'm not sure, let's see, 1884. So I put those in there, and then I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna worry about the pages being perfectly even, doesn't matter. Just gonna make sure that they're in the center of this. That looks like the center to me, right there. And then I'm going to clip them, and I'm just going to use my big paper clips. I got these off of Amazon. If I can remember, I will link them below for you. If I forget, just give me a nudge and I'll look them up for you. I try to remember, but I can't always remember. It's a lot of links that I put down there, so sometimes I forget. Okay, so I've just got it all in there like that. I'm just going to close it up again just to make sure that both of my sides are looking even. It looks like they are. I've got the cover the right way up. I've got the paper the right way up. Looks like I got about the same amount of space top and bottom. So now we're going to grab our ease journal tool. I'm going to sit it down in there, and I'm going to just center it up, press it down, and then I'll grab my little awl here, And my center is right there. I can see it because there's my center hole. I just hold that down in there and press it down. And when you press that down, it pushes that center all the way down in there. And I'm going to go to the 3-inch hole on this one. So as you can see, you see my little awl coming through there? I love this tool. This has saved me so much time on putting my journals together. We do have more of those in stock. And then Benji is making even more. We make these in-house. They're not something we purchase somewhere. I designed them and he made them. Well, he partly designed. I give him a rough drawing and he said, oh, okay, let me see what I can do. And I'm just using some black thread on this. You can use whatever thread you have. This is just a scrap piece that I had laying here. Now when you come up with that needle, make sure that it's on the opposite side of that string that goes all the way down. And you can see how easy it was to get in my holes because I left it clipped. And I'm going to pull my string nice and tight both ways. This is our waxed thread. I always go on the outside and look at it and make sure that I don't have any loose thread out there. That one seems to be loose for some reason. Why are you loose? Come here, thread. Alright, pull it up nice and tight. There we go. Sometimes they'll hang on something or get a little knot in them, and you have to make sure that you don't have a knot in there before you tie it up. And then I leave my strings nice and long. Sometimes I put charms on there, depending on what journal I'm making. Sometimes I don't. Alright. So there is the beginning of our first purple journal put together. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to start decorating this one. And I'm not a big purple fan, you guys know that, but sometimes I really like when the colors all come together. And to me, this fabric and this journal pages, they just come together. Now I have some purple lace, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to make pockets here and here with my purple lace. So, but that's all that we're going to do on this video. We've put everything together. So if you're wanting to make a purple journal, grab out your goodies, and I will link as much as I can below, and then you can make this along with me. See how nice and flat it is now? It's going to be really nice and chunky when we get through adding everything. Also in her kits, she has the journal cards, tags, and she backed them for me. Look at these little tags, how cute. I've got to cut those out tonight. Look at that. All of this is going to go in there, or it will go with the journal to the person who purchases it. But look at those. I mean, she's got a ton of them. And then flowers, so I need to do some fussy cutting too. And all these flowers match so perfect. And then there's some solid purple that we can use for the backs of tags. So I gotta take this to my chair tonight so I can do fussy cutting. But that is it, guys. I will link, like I said, I will link as much below as I can. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed our Journal Thursday. We will talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.